Hello everyone, this is teacher Justina and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And then if you are new, then do not forget to subscribe, like, and share for more video updates. Our video for today is all about ellipse or graph of an ellipse with center HK, meaning it's not the origin anymore because that was my video before this. Okay, so let us explore. So this time, as you have seen, we are to graph an ellipse in which the orientation is either vertical orientation or parallel to the y-axis, and the other one if it is horizontally oriented, that means our major axis is parallel to the x-axis, but the center this time is hk or other than the 0 0, or in other words, the center is uh, either on the first, second, or third or fourth quadrant. Okay, so let us have this example. Determine the center, the vertices, the co-vertices, the foci, the length of the major and the minor axis, and then sketch the graph. So the given equation is x plus 2 squared over 16 plus y minus 3 squared over 49 is equal to 1. So our bigger denominator there represented by 49. Thus, this will be our a squared, and our smaller denominator represented as the b squared, so it's 16, and this is always equated to 1. Okay, so therefore, remember that where's your x, there is your h, and where's your y, there is your k. Now, the bigger denominator is 49 and our numerator is y. So if our numerator is y, thus our denominator is 49, the bigger one, meaning our ellipse will be vertically oriented. So let us try get the center. So the center is negative 2, 3. That is coming from the additive inverse of positive 2. And the positive 3 is coming from the additive inverse of negative 3. So plotting the center, we have negative 2, 3. Okay, the next is to get the length of the major axis. Again, our major axis is vertical or parallel to the y-axis. So that means uh, our major axis is represented by the formula 2 times a. That a is the square root of a squared. So our a squared is 49. And what is the square root of 49? So that will be 7. That means 2 times 7 is 14. So that 14 is the total length of our major axis. So that means 7 units from the center: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there is your first vertex, or that is vertex 1. And then the next one is to find the second vertex, that will be counting 7 units down: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's the second vertex, and that will be negative 2, negative 4. And connecting the two vertices, we have already our major axis. So this is already our major axis. And to get the minor axis length, okay, so we have to have the formula 2 times a, 2 times b rather. So when we say 2 times b, that means that we need to get the square root of the smaller denominator. So the smaller denominator is 16. So what is the square root of 16? It's 4. So 2 times 4 is 8. And that will be horizontally oriented. So that means from the center, we need to count 4 units left and 4 units right. So we have going there 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right, and then going 1, 2, 3, 4 units to the left, and there are the co-vertices. So the co-vertices are represented by the coordinates negative 6, 3, and the other co-vertex is 2, 3. So we will now connect the two co-vertices, and there is our minor axis. So this is already our minor axis, and to find out the next points to be plotted are the foci. So how to get the foci is by this formula. C squared is equal to A squared minus B squared. And our A squared is 49 and our B squared is 16. So 49 minus 16 is equal to 33. Thus, we'll be getting the c, so we extract the square root, both sides. So, what is the square root of 33? It is 5.74 approximately. So, that means from the center, we need to count 5.74 units. Remember, the focus is on the major axis. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, that will be the first one of the foci will be there, and then the other one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The other foci will be there also, or the focus. So therefore, okay, so there are the two foci. So it's already represented by the coordinates negative. This is negative 2 and negative 2.74. The other focus is negative 2 and 8.74. So therefore, let us now sketch the curve. Okay, so that's it. There is our curve of the equation, which is x plus 2 squared over 16 plus y minus 3 squared over 49 is equal to 1. So it is vertically oriented because the 49 is bigger than 16 and the numerator of 49 is y. So let's proceed to the next example. So again, the center for the given there is, so if we are going to label this as H and this is our K, thus our center will be additive inverse of negative 1 is positive 1, while positive 2 is negative 2. And our major axis, okay, so plotting the 1, negative 2, x is 1, y is negative 2. And um, our major axis is since 25 is bigger than 9 and the numerator of 25 is x, so we will be expecting that our ellipse will be horizontally oriented and parallel to x-axis. So therefore, getting the major axis, why this is 10 units? Because 2 times the square root of 25, that will be 2 times the square root of 25 is 5, then times 2, and that will be 10. And 10 units is our total length of our major axis, which is parallel to the x-axis. And meaning that 10 will be 5 units left, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and 5 units to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there the coordinates are 6, negative 2. And this is also negative 4, negative 2. Okay, so to connect the two vertices as for us to find the major axis. Okay, so we have now the minor axis length. So how to get the minor axis length is, of course, our smaller denominator is 9 and 2 times the square root of 9. So that will be 2 times 3. So therefore 6 units overall length. So our minor axis is vertical. That means going up and going down. And 3 units. So from the center we have to have 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. So therefore, so these are the co-vertices. We have 1 and 1, and the other co-vertex is 1, negative 5. The next one is the focus. So the focus is our a squared is 25 and our b squared is 9. So what is 25 minus 9? So it's 16. And what is the square root of 16? It's 4. So that 4 means we are going to move from the center, 4 units from the center, and it should be horizontally because our major axis is parallel to the x-axis. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4. There is our focus 1. 1, 2, 3. There is our focus 2. Okay, so the coordinates of our foci, we have -3, +2, and our other focus is 5 and -2. And to sketch the curve of an ellipse, okay, so that's it. So therefore, this is the graph of the equation x minus 1 squared over 25 plus y plus 2 squared over 9 is equal to 1. Okay, guys, I hope you've learned something from this video, and I hope if you want to learn more, please do not forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified. This has been Teacher Justina, and thank you for watching. That in all things, God may be glorified. Goodbye, everyone.